Hey Aquarius, this is your July 2018 tarot reading. Okay, so we have a lot going on for you guys this month. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and you'll get updates for all the new readings that I post. If you're new to my channel, be sure to check out other readings for other signs that I do so that you can know what the loved ones and people around you are going through with the energies this month, okay, so you can better understand. So let's get started. We're going to start off with messages that I've channeled for you, and then we're going to get into what the cards say. Okay, so I've written them down, and the message I have for you guys is that you guys are being faced with a lot of choices this month. That there's a lot of hard work going into maybe multiple avenues, and that you guys are kind of like having to juggle many things at once. Okay, this is like some of you might have 2 jobs, some of you might have 2 opportunities that you're trying, like, you know, one of them might pan out and you're kind of like doing both. To resolve what's bothering you and to not suppress it. That was the big message for you guys, Aquarius. Don't suppress what's bothering you. Face it. Deal with it. Release it. Because to me, that seems like a very soul-deafening type of thing, okay? And you guys don't want to be stuck in a place where you're constantly in a place of turmoil emotionally or mentally, and it's just continuing. You want to resolve and remove, okay, release. So, with the hard work that's going on, I feel like you guys are really putting your all into what your goals and what you want, but it seems like there's a choice that needs to be made at this point, and you might have to decide between 2 things that you're unsure which one to choose, be it a relationship, but I think this is more work, goal-oriented. Could be wrong. It could be love for some of you. But nonetheless, you're having to choose. And you're not sure which one is the right one to choose, but what you have to understand is that your heart does know. So it's choose the choice that has more long-term benefit versus the choice, even if it's the one that's the only one that's going to get you by for now, but it's not a long-term thing, you have to choose the long-term thing first. So that might require you wearing yourself thin for a little while, but there's a lot of hard work ahead. It's going to be a month where you're really buckling down and focusing on what you want, but also you're going to come to a precipice where you have to make a choice. You know, like if I want this, but I need this to get there, but if I do this, then I won't ever get there because I'm too busy doing this to do that, then you have to choose your long-term goal, and you have to find another way around. It's alternatives, and it's following your heart. Okay, and that might be what you're suppressing, because I got the message, resolve what's bothering you, don't suppress it anymore. So things you may have thought you're over, but you're not, and things like that, it's like you can't keep doing that cycle. You have to face them and release them. Okay, so let's get into what the cards say. You got the 10 of Swords here. Okay, this is like insomnia. Some of you might be having restless sleep, restless leg syndrome. Okay, this is like waking up multiple times during the night, waking up exhausted, not feeling 100%, and like your thoughts are keeping you awake. Okay, this is like you might feel guilty for something, you might be perplexed about something, you might know, this might be about your choice, which choice to choose. Tormenting you, really. It's like shaking your foundation, and it seems like, you know, you're not sure which thing to fight for, or this could be anxiety. Okay, this could be your anxiety is really high this month. Okay, that could be that simple message. But it has to do with your sleep. It has to do with what you're thinking about that's controlling your mind and your thoughts. And that you might be dealing with, like, you might be more apt to argue for a cause this month. All right? But this really is, it boils down to an anxiety feeling. And that could be because you're suppressing. Like, you know, the message was face resolve what torments you. Don't suppress it. It was a resolve what is bothering you. Don't suppress it. When we suppress things, it's still in there, right? So on the level, it's boiling, and it's going to cause that underlying anxiety feeling. You know what I'm talking about, that underlying feeling of anxiety all the time. But when you face it, you release it, and you sink back into yourself, and you can kind of get a good night's sleep and relax, and the mind chatter will stop, and the subconscious knowing that you're not dealing with something, but you're trying to keep yourself busy so that you don't have to deal with it type of thing, needs to be released. It's not good for you. Okay, then you got the Sun card, which is one of the best cards in the deck, okay? And this is like, the sun will come out tomorrow type of stuff. This is like gonna be good, okay? So once you finally get past the anxiety, you face, your choice. You face what bothers you. You bring everything to the surface. It's like shit is gonna start getting better for you. And your future is bright, okay? You'll be happy in the choice that you made, all right? All your hard work is not for nothing. It's actually it looks pretty fruitful. So if you have an opportunity to do something big for your future, you better jump that, because if you don't, you'll be sorry, because that can really turn even if it means like the ultimate sacrifice of time, missing vacations with your friends, missing, some things that you would consider important or fun or once in a lifetime opportunities and stuff like that. If you do all that impulsive stuff first and you don't choose a long-term choice, then you're giving up that for a lifetime. Like what the once in a lifetime thing is really the long-term choice. Because if you skipped all the stuff you thought was a once in a lifetime or fun or impulsive or whatever you want to, you know what I'm talking about. And you do all that because how can I miss that? And you give up a long-term thing, then you've given up doing that for the rest of your life. Because if you skipped that and went to the long-term choice, it would put you in a position where you could do that kind of stuff all the time. Don't miss that opportunity. Very important, okay? Because it'll be better for you. It'll create a way brighter future for you where it'll make you more carefree. And then this won't be happening to you anymore because you've resolved it through good choices, okay? Then you got the Six of Pentacles. So we're talking about a month where you're trying to balance your finances. Trying to figure out how to get what you want, put your energy where it needs to be for long term, but also survive in the meantime. So you guys got quite a challenge, which is why it comes up like hard work, okay, and busyness, and making choices. It's the most important message you're getting is don't make the impulsive choice, make the wise choice. Make the long term effective choice. I keep repeating that, but it keeps coming. You might have to borrow money from somebody. You may have to, be in a position where you don't like to be for a temporary time, but it will pay off. Okay, so understand that the meantime is going to be a struggle, but the long term is going to be like you'll be wanting to kiss yourself for doing it. Okay, it's like going to pay off for you, literally. And then the card that you got at the bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. Okay, so when you do the Judgment card, when you get the Judgment card, it tells you like the timing. It's a timing card, and it's like you're being vindicated. So it's like just wait, just make the right choice and stick to it, because the time is coming when it's all going to pay off and it's all going to make sense. And this might be a month where you have a breakthrough, okay, on something. This might be a month where you get a little glimpse of what your future is going to be like, and it'll reignite that fire within you, and it'll be an obvious choice after that. So listen to your heart. Don't follow impulse. Impulse is your enemy this month. Some of you might get the breakthrough this month. Some of you's long-term, wins are going to come through this month. Okay, so be mindful of that and don't pass up opportunities for impulsive choices, because you'll be kicking your ass, right? You don't want to lose it. And these are big cards coming through. You got the Sun card, which is like ultimate happiness is coming. And then you got the Judgment card, which is like the time is coming near. Like it's coming. It's for real. You're going to feel vindicated, and everything you've done will be worth it. right? And anything that's one against you will fall. And anything that is holding you back is no longer going to have a stranglehold on you. This is the goal, right? So for some of you, is you're just at the space where you're making the choice to choose that as your main goal and what you put all the hard work into. And then for some of you, it's like the time is coming when your hard work is paying off finally. You know, you might feel some relief. So depending on which Aquarius you are, that is how it's going to go for you this month. And that was your reading. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I have some announcements. So first of all, let's cover, if you haven't subscribed, hit that button, hit the bell so you get all my updates. Because I am doing a series of videos that are going to answer your questions. I have went through my emails and I have so many questions about what I do, how I do it. And now I'm not talking about questions like, will my boyfriend come back this month? You know, tarot card questions. I'm talking about, like, how does spirituality work type of questions. So, like, for instance, like, what is an old soul and how do you tell who's an old soul type of thing, okay? How do you communicate with spirit? How can I communicate? You know, things like that. So I have questions like that that I'm already putting into videos. And if you have questions of any of that genre, feel free to ask them in the comments. Don't leave my comment section bare. And I will definitely make a list and answer all your questions in videos because I care what you guys think. And this is part of my purpose, is to help people and to enlighten people so that we can all grow, right? So hope you have a wonderful month of July. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can reach me at facebook.com/hippiechicktarot. Message me there. I run specials on that page all the time. Be sure to like it. And I will be back next month. Bye.